guys, what's up? Inside of Idle Suit here, and today I want to talk about a game called Cross Edge. Ordered this game off of Amazon. I'm gonna do a slight review on it. This is an awesome game. Seriously, it's from NiS America. What is it? Nippon Ichi Software, something like that. Anyways, this is a weird game. I was surprised at some of the characters that I saw in this game. There's 5 different companies involved, so you've got characters from 5 different. Well, there's more than 5 different games, but basically characters from these 5 different companies series. Anyways, it's a Japanese RPG, role-playing game. They say it's like a classic role-playing game, but it's kind of is, kind of not. Um, Anyways, basically, you start the game out. You can choose easy, normal, or hard mode. You can choose English or Japanese. A lot of people prefer, the original Japanese voices and to read English subtitles. Sometimes that's the case if the voice acting sucks, but that's not the case in this game. The voice acting is pretty damn good. So I was able to play it with the English vocals. So I enjoyed that. Anyways, the story is really interesting. It starts off with the narrator talking about thoughts and how we have all these thoughts, and some thoughts are unwanted, and like how we never forget our thoughts. They basically thoughts that we don't keep and don't acknowledge basically go to a realm. Well, she says basically, what if there is a land where unwanted thoughts go to, and then it shows this big land, and then basically you wake up in this land. It's like a parallel dimension, I don't know. And the main character's name is York. You wake up there with Miko, who is a girl that was adopted by York's family. Does that remind you of any other games? Anyways, so you wake up in this land, you don't know where you are. A bunch of other characters wake up in this land from these 5 different game worlds, all these different universes. All these characters, they wake up in this land of thought, this trippy, weird parallel dimension. Anyways, you're attacked by some monsters, and York, who's a pretty badass character, he's not a one of those characters who's really weak and, a pussy and has to, like figure himself out, and he has a journey and he overcomes his pussiness and becomes a badass. Even though that's good, sometimes like in Final Fantasy 13 we got to see that with Hope. He really was a pussy, but he turned into a badass, and I really enjoyed watching his transition from being a pussy to turning into a badass. But York is just already a badass. He's a gunslinger, you know what I mean? He's got guns, and he's just cool. But anyway, so you're attacked by these monsters, you start fighting, and who pops up? Morgan, the succubus from what game? None other than Dark Stalkers, Marvel vs. Capcom. Anyway, you've got Capcom involved in this game, which is really weird, but it's really cool because I love Capcom, one of my favorite companies. So Morgan joins your party immediately, and that's really cool to see these characters from, Dark Stalkers in this game, and to play them. Like, you can control Morgan and stuff in your party. Like, you can't walk around as her, but you can control her in battle and stuff, and change her costumes, upgrade all her skills. It's really awesome. So anyway, like, throughout the game, I won't tell too much about the story, but yeah, you meet a bunch of different characters from all these different game series, and they join your party and stuff, and you go through an epic RPG adventure. You control a character, York. You walk around on a world map, and what you do is you have like a search ability, and it kind of like scans a radius around you, and you're searching for souls to set free. And as you set free these souls, you also trigger certain events in the game, meeting new characters that advance the story, fighting bosses, dungeons, just, events that you uncover. And it's not set up like your average RPG in that sense, because you just go around scanning the world map for souls set free, and that's how you advance the game. You don't really go. Normal RPG formula is you go to a town, you maybe stay at an inn for a night, you watch an event, and then you go buy weapons and items, then you go on quests, go and explore dungeons, fight a boss, repeat, repeat. This game's different. It's searching for souls, scanning the planet, and then doing some of that stuff, like, a lot of battling. The battle system is really great. It's kind of like grid based. It's cool. You can assign your attacks to your square, triangle, circle, and X button. By the way, this game is for PlayStation 3. Sorry, I should have said that at the beginning. So you can assign your skills to all those buttons, and you basically hit square to do an attack, and a meter goes around, and then if you hit like X at the right time, you'll do a combo, and then if you do it again, it'll do what's called a chain combo, and you can do all these combos and breaks and stuff like that, and it's pretty in-depth battle system. It's really fun. The graphics in this game are amazing. Well, to me they're amazing. I grew up playing all the old RPGs on, regular Nintendo, Super Nintendo, freaking PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2. All those good RPGs, Secret of Mana and Lunar and stuff like that, So I have a big appreciation for hand-drawn 2D sprites. I really love them, actually. And that's what this game has, is hand-drawn 2D sprites, and they're really good. It's cool to see Morgan and those characters as hand-drawn sprites walking around kicking ass in this RPG game. I don't know, I just dig it. Anyways, yeah, let's get back to the battle system. Like I said, it's grid based, but it's turn based. There's a player phase, and then when your turn's over, you have what's called like AP points, and you spend those to switch between characters in battle, to do attacks, to use items, and once you run out of AP points, your player phase is over, in which then you end your turn, and then it's the enemy phase. And so basically you just then have to sit there and take a beating from the enemy, but that's okay, because then you can come back with tons of AP points and unleash combos and chains and all that. Anyways, throughout the game, you can change all the characters' costumes, which is really fun, and that changes a lot, actually, skills and things like that. You can upgrade your items, your weapons, your skills, your costumes. There's an encyclopedia in this game that stores all your information and story stuff and things like that. The music in this game is really good. It's, like hard rock, and it's just lots of sick guitar riffs and just epic solos, just crunching guitars. I don't know, it's really cool, and I really dig it. It really suits the game. It's an edgy game, you know what I mean? It's light-hearted looking, it's got that hand-drawn anime sprite style, but it's an edgy game. It's cool. It's got adult humor, which is sometimes crude, and a lot of people will think it's perverted at times, but, it's all in fun. It's a game, get over it, it's fun. But anyways, that's all I have to say about Cross Edge. It's a PlayStation 3 exclusive. NiS America published it. Here's another look at the booklet, which is pretty sweet. Black and white, bland. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one, and stay tuned for more videos. Thanks.